The abacus is one of the oldest known calculating devices, dating back thousands of years. It was originally invented in ancient China, but it was also used in other ancient civilizations such as the Babylonians, Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. The abacus is a simple tool that consists of a frame with rods or wires along which beads are moved. The beads can be arranged in different patterns to represent different numbers, and the abacus can be used to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The abacus was widely used for many centuries as a fast and efficient method of performing calculations, especially in situations where written records were impractical or impossible. It was used by merchants, traders, and accountants, as well as in schools to teach arithmetic. While the abacus may seem primitive compared to modern computers, it was a significant development in the history of computing and paved the way for the development of more advanced calculating devices. The first electronic computers were developed in the 1930s and used vacuum tubes to perform calculations. These machines were large, expensive, and unreliable, but they marked a significant step forward in the development of computing technology. One of the first electronic computers was the Atanasoff-Berry computer, which was designed by John Atanasoff and Clifford Berry in the United States in the late 1930s. This machine used binary digits, bits, to represent data and used capacitors to store information. Another early electronic computer was the Colossus computer, which was developed by British codebreakers during World War II to decipher encrypted German messages. The Colossus was the world's first programmable electronic computer and used thousands of vacuum tubes to perform calculations. The first electronic computers were used primarily for scientific and military applications, such as calculating missile trajectories and performing scientific simulations. They were extremely expensive and required large amounts of electricity to operate. Despite their limitations, the first electronic computers paved the way for the development of more advanced computing technology. They demonstrated the potential for electronic devices to perform complex calculations and showed that computers could be used to solve practical problems in a wide range of fields. During World War II, both the Allied and Axis powers saw the potential of computing machines in military operations. They recognized that these machines could be used to quickly perform complex calculations needed for various war-related tasks such as decoding encrypted messages, calculating ballistics trajectories, and performing simulations. In 1943, the British government funded the development of the Colossus computer, which was designed by engineer Tommy Flowers and his team at the Government Code and Cipher School at Bletchley Park. The Colossus was a large electronic machine that used vacuum tubes to perform complex calculations, and it was specifically designed to crack encrypted messages that were being transmitted by the German military. The Colossus was the world's first programmable electronic computer, and it used Boolean logic to perform calculations. It was able to process data at an incredible speed, and it was instrumental in helping the Allies decode encrypted German messages during the war. The development of the Colossus was a significant breakthrough in computing technology, as it showed that electronic machines could be used to perform tasks that were previously thought to be impossible. It also paved the way for the development of more advanced computing machines in the post-war era, which led to the birth of modern computing as we know it today. The first commercially available computers were developed in the late 1940s and early 1950s, and they were primarily used by businesses and government agencies for scientific and data processing applications. One of the first commercially available computers was the UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer, which was developed by engineers John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert in the United States in 1951. The UNIVAC was a large electronic machine that used vacuum tubes to perform calculations and was the first computer to be mass-produced and sold commercially. It was used primarily for scientific and business applications, such as weather forecasting, statistical analysis, and payroll processing. Another early commercially available computer was the IBM 701, which was developed by IBM in the United States in 1952. The IBM 701 was a large electronic machine that used vacuum tubes to perform calculations and was used primarily by government agencies and large corporations for scientific and data processing applications. The development of commercially available computers marked a significant milestone in the history of computing, as it made computing technology more accessible to businesses and organizations. It also helped to drive the development of new applications and software, which in turn led to the emergence of new industries and new ways of doing business. Today, commercially available computers are an integral part of our daily lives and are used in a wide range of applications, from business and finance to entertainment and social media. The development of commercially available computers has had a profound impact on the world and has helped to shape the way we live and work today. The invention of the microchip, also known as the integrated circuit, revolutionized computing by allowing for the development of smaller, more powerful and more efficient computers. The microchip was invented in 1958 by Jack Kilby of Texas Instruments and Robert Noyce of Fairchild Semiconductor. The microchip is a small electronic device made up of millions of tiny transistors, resistors, and capacitors that are etched onto a single piece of silicon. It is essentially a tiny computer in and of itself. The development of the microchip allowed for the creation of more powerful and efficient computers that could be made smaller and cheaper. It also enabled the creation of microprocessors, which are small computer chips that can perform a variety of functions and are used in a wide range of electronic devices, from smartphones and tablets to cars and home appliances. The development of the microchip was a major milestone in the history of computing, as it allowed for the creation of more powerful and efficient computers that could perform complex calculations and process data at incredible speeds. This led to the development of new applications and industries, such as personal computing and the Internet, which have had a profound impact on the world and on our daily lives. Personal computers, PCs, became more powerful and widespread in the 1980s and 1990s, largely due to the development of more powerful microprocessors and improvements in computer hardware and software. In the 1980s, a number of companies, such as Apple, IBM, and Commodore, began to produce personal computers that were more affordable and more user-friendly than previous models. These computers featured more powerful microprocessors, larger memory capacities, and graphical user interfaces, GUIs, that made them easier to use and more accessible to non-technical users. The development of software applications, such as word processors, spreadsheets, and databases, also helped to drive the widespread adoption of personal computers. These applications allowed users to perform a wide range of tasks, from word processing and data analysis to graphic design and video editing. In the 1990s, the development of the Internet and the World Wide Web further increased the popularity and usefulness of personal computers. With the advent of the Internet, personal computers became an essential tool for communication, research, and e-commerce. The development of web browsers and web-based applications made it easier than ever for users to access information and interact with others online. Today, personal computers continue to be an essential tool for both work and play. They are used for everything from business and finance to education and entertainment, and they have had a profound impact on the way we live and work. The ongoing development of computer hardware and software continues to drive innovation and change in the computing industry, ensuring that personal computers remain a vital tool for years to come. Computers are an essential part of our daily lives, and their impact on society has been significant in a number of ways. Firstly, computers have revolutionized the way we communicate with one another. With the advent of email, instant messaging, and social media, we are able to communicate with people all over the world instantly and at any time of day. This has made it easier than ever to stay in touch with friends, family, and colleagues, regardless of their location. Secondly, computers have transformed the way we access and share information. With the Internet, we have access to an almost limitless amount of information on virtually any topic. This has had a profound impact on education, research, and the way we learn. We can now access online courses and educational resources from anywhere in the world, and we can easily collaborate and share knowledge with others. Thirdly, computers have transformed the way we work. From online collaboration tools to remote work software, computers have made it possible for people to work from virtually anywhere in the world. This has increased productivity and efficiency, and has also helped to reduce commuting time and expenses. Lastly, computers have had a significant impact on entertainment and leisure. From video games and streaming services to social media and online shopping, computers have transformed the way we entertain ourselves and spend our free time. Overall, computers are an essential part of our daily lives, and their impact on society is profound. They have transformed the way we communicate, access information, work, and entertain ourselves, and they continue to shape the way we live and work in the modern world.